Stacy Kuhn, and the officer who did most of the blowing on the head, Lawrence Powell. I'm Frank Gentry.
News Talk Radio 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, dial 751 WIOD from Dade. Broward 524 WIOD. Outside the 305 area code, toll free 1-800-944-WIOD. And Bell South Mobility customers make it a free call by dialing star IOD. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
It's me again, Bob. Douche when you're done.
Alan Box was a normal man with a nice home, a lovely family, and a cushy job with his father-in-law's company. Normal, that is, until just 3 weeks ago.
Hi, honey. How was your day?
Somewhat of an esoteric Monday, I feared will end up being, but nonetheless, let me see if I can't focus it in to the best of my ability.
Alan Box is suffering from Bob Lassiter disease.
Are you feeling all right, Alan?
Absolutely insane. I see things that nobody else seems to see, or at least cares to admit that they see.
Bob Lassiter disease attacks the central nervous system, causing otherwise normal people to communicate like suicidal maniacs.
The hell with you today. I don't want to talk to you.
What's more, Bob Lassiter disease is the one form of depression which is actually contagious.
God, just listening to that voice, I want to jump off a building.
You're the lowest of the low. You're a snake. You're a scumbag.
Please, send whatever you can today to Post Office Box 1-800, Davenport, Iowa.
Honey, it's Friday night. You know what that means.
Bitching and moaning and screaming and hollering.
Please help.
I think it's too late. It's 11:07 at WIOD on a nice laid-back... We had a laid-back Friday, and now we're having a laid-back Monday. Let's just all lay back, okay? Comatose is the word we're looking for. As we search for an audience, man, desperately scouring the skies, scouring the Everglades, anywhere out there. If there's a creature, if there's a cretin, anything that's breathing, we're game for it. Open line in Dade, 2 in Broward, 1 on the Star Line. That looks like 4. Let's do the Grove. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing? It's Radius.
Okay, yeah, Radius.
What's happening, man?
Okay.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
I went over to the Pizza Trough the other day.
Yeah. Don't say trough. He gets
sorry.
very emotional about that.
I'm sorry, the
He's
Pizza
very
Trough.
thin-skinned.
Yeah.
Even though it fits perfectly over there. What's wrong with it? I thought that was a cute line. Pig out at the trough. I thought that was one of our listeners came up with that last year. It was creative. It was innovative. It was cute. It was sure better than those crappy TV spots that Ponytail runs, but he's, like, very sensitive now.
I'm telling
the
you,
wait staff, our professional wait staff will take care of you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Neil, they have some bunch of ugly guys there.
They do. He used to have some cute guys working in.
I know. I remember I went one time, and then, as a matter of fact, I went Saturday night, and they have some grotesque guys.
Yeah. I may not go tomorrow night after all.
Hey, listen.
Better let me start doing the hiring up there.
My boyfriend told me the reason why, I know this bull, but he said he heard it from somewhere, that the reason why when you went on vacation, Neil didn't go to no Amsterdam. Neil went to some job stuff over at Chicago.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
And I said, you're full of crap.
He is full of crap.
I know he's full of crap. Hey, Neil, can you do me a favor?
I'm listening.
Can you do me the greetings from my recorder?
Do a what?
The greetings from a message recorder.
Oh, jeez.
Please.
Are you rolling it?
Yeah, I'm rolling as you're speaking.
Hi, Radius isn't here now, but when she gets back, if you leave your name, number, and jock size, maybe she'll call you back. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Neil.
See ya.
You're the greatest.
I am. See ya. We have 2 open lines in Dade, 751, 1 in the blue line in Broward, 524-9463. And let's do Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
Guess whose voice last night I heard during the movie? Mississippi Burning was on ABC last night.
Yeah.
They had a segment. Joe Angel was doing the voice for the ball game when he was in his living room.
Was he overacting? And it's out of here for a home run! Oh, Joe, I mean, just 20 years for overacting, baby. Safe! I just can't stand it, these phony melodramatic calls.
I
mean, if you're into the game, if you're a fan of the team, which you should be when you broadcast the games, the excitement should come naturally and spontaneously. It shouldn't have to be one of these things where there's this melodramatic staged pause and then this fake stage. It's like a fake orgasm, man. It's like listening to Joe Angel. I can't stand it.
I just hate his corny jokes.
Yeah.
Somebody tagged somebody right in the groin last night. He's making all these different ones that were, guys seeing triple and all kinds of things that don't make any sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I like his other stuff.
I don't.
Hey,
I like Dave O'Brien. Dave O'Brien is God.
Something's fishy on that attendance there. I was there Friday night for the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to tell me that was the largest crowd?
No, you see, you don't understand. In the National League, up until this season, the attendance that they announced was the number of people in the stands. But now, the National League does the same as the American League, and that is however many tickets are sold is the attendance. So there were 43,000 tickets sold, but there may have only been like 35,000 people in the ballpark.
Okay, I was going to... Okay.
A lot of no-shows.
You know what's also going on, too? I think Marlins getting a victim of this because they're selling such cheap general admission and giving such good promotion items out. People are buying this $4 things and going through the turnstile a couple times to pick up the items. I've seen it happen, especially on pin night.
Yeah.
You know, and as they go through, they have their great seat already.
Then they go buy another one.
Then they go, well, they get a couple $4 tickets going through and picking up some pins.
Yeah.
And then reselling them for 20.
So
30.
what's wrong with that? That's called creativity.
It's great, but
I like that.
The Marlins
Creative marketing.
Especially the children's one, $1.50. Send your kid through there a couple times for $1.50.
Send them through there 20 or 30 times. They'll never know the difference. There's a whole bunch of punk kids going in there. They'll never remember. Send them through the different turnstiles.
And you know, Thursday's the last time for the picnic area.
It's like when Larry King used to go to the window at the track and get a fistful of tickets and stiff the teller. Oh, I'll be right back. And then he'd go to another window on another floor and do the same thing all over the track.
Really?
Yeah, stiff the tellers.
Wow.
And never paid him back, by the way.
But also the picnic area?
That's why his hair is falling out in clumps.
The picnic area, Thursday's the last time they're going to have that.
Yeah.
They're taking the whole thing down, just going to have seats there.
Why, because of the football?
Yeah, it must be too much to put up and down again.
Yeah.
So they're taking it completely
Well,
out.
football, I'm getting ready now. I'm getting in the mood. Okay. You know, I love my baseball, love the Marlins, but I'm getting ready.
But the Panthers, they were there. They announced them at the Friday night game. They came out in cars and everything.
Yeah, I read about that. It said that they were lined up 25, 30 deep, and that the players were just in awe of how many people there were to get their autographs and shake their thing.
That was something to see.
Yeah.
Talk about promoting. Okay, Neil.
Have a great day. Open line in Dade 1 in Broward as we're trying desperately to build a little goddamn momentum here on a faltering radio station that's like on its death knell. You can hear it gasping. But, of course, the fact that he had the guy with the eyes on yesterday, what does that tell you? Does that tell you everything you need to know about what Gary Bruce is doing to us? I want to go on record. It's the 9th of August, 1993, at 11:12 in the a.m., going on record as saying that boy Gary is like he and that Demyanyuk guy. I think they ought to send them both to the same place together. Send them both to play a game of classic concentration with Alex Trebek, eh? It's 11:13 on the IOD network.
Is it done orally, or does it involve your behind?
Neil, God!
1022 on the IOD network.
News Talk Radio 610, WIOD. We're here at Austin.
Is it done orally, or does it involve your behind?
Neil, God!
Tom Thurman thinks that only gays do this. Most states have laws. You could be jailed or pay a fine. The Senate now must pick which orifice. Oh, sodomy, Peter Pump for caboose right. Bended knees. Oh, sodomy, the front door, the back side. Just go and ask Ted Kennedy.
As long as my face is in the Senate, you'll have a seat.
People without health care, folks lacking livelihood. The way they act is really what is lewd. Oi! Well, there's Helms, D'Amato, Specter, and horny Bob Packwood. No matter where you stick it, we get screwed. Lobotomy, the Senate's lost its mind. There's hunger, drugs, and crime, God knows. Lobotomy, they're saving our recline with Kearings on fellatio.
Neil, God. Isn't that what they say at Mass? Neil, God. It's 10:30 at WIOD, and let's do... oh, look at that. Speaking of kneeling, here's Ian.
Sodomy.
Classic.
Such a lonely... How you doing, Neil?
10 stars. Don't arch your back, whatever you do, Ian.
Hey,
You'll be banned in Boston.
That's number one in the top 40.
It's number one with 75 bullets, and it's because I had the balls to play it and find out the part that personally offended Boy the Bruce Geary, who thought that we were going to lose our license because somebody talked about the fallen archers or something.
Neil, you are the king. You are so popular. Let me tell you
I am the king and the queen and the prince and the princess and the pauper. Yeah.
Let me tell you a quick story. Last night, Kelvin and I were in CJ's, right?
Yeah, doing what? Each other?
It's quarter beer night. You know, cheap beer, you know.
Get him a little tipsy. That's that way.
He's easier
You're catching
that
on,
way.
Ian, yeah.
He's easier that way.
God.
Well, one of us said, like, Neil, God, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some other table overheard us. It was all
So you guys big into baseball? Because a lot of people in the audience have been wondering, like, who's the pitcher and who's the catcher in your relationship. Go ahead.
I kind of throw.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah,
but
right.
no, the point being that then this other table started talking, and it was like the whole night. Everyone was talking about you.
Really?
I mean, you are. Everyone's like, oh, he's the best.
I'm on the tip of everyone's tongue. Make no mistake about
you
that.
Are
God.
the most popular guy in town.
Yeah, right.
And also, you were saying someone dresses the Pope?
He has a personal male valet.
Hey.
He has valet porking.
That's cool.
Oh, even I like that.
Hey.
So to speak.
Hey.
Yeah.
That was good. Hey,
I mean, can you believe we got like a whole section in USA Today to find out what's underneath the dress? I mean, let's get serial, man. He's an old, wrinkled-up old man. What the hell are they expecting?
I don't know. I'd rather not even see it.
Oh.
Hey,
please.
how's your car doing?
By the way, Paradise Beach is on right now on Channel 39. I should never say this because we're off to a pretty amazing start today, but boy.
That's that Australian show.
That's
I enjoy
the
it.
show Down Under. Mm-hmm.
You watched that?
They're doing a lot of surfing with arched backs, by the way. Oh, God, look at that.
Ooh. I have to flick it on.
Yeah, and the show, too.
Hey, speaking of that idiot Ren and Stimpy, but do you ever watch Beavis and Butthead?
No, I do not. I don't watch MTV.
Oh, they're kind of funny, though.
I don't watch MTV.
Okay.
I'm an old doddering man. I'm not interested in MTV unless they got some hot naked stuff on there.
Well.
I'm not into cartoons. I'm not into silly little geeky characters. Leave that for Suds.
Neil, are we going to sign Humphreys now because Craven's...
I sure hope not. I hope not,
too.
God,
I'd rather almost lose.
I almost forgot about that. I tried to put it out of my mind.
I'd almost rather lose.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have a great day, Neil.
Okay.
And
give Kelvin a big kiss for America.
I will.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
And don't arch your back.
Bye.
We have an open line in Broward, 524-9463. Isn't this the same one we saw yesterday, or are these just the same two geeks? Because yesterday on this show, they were like getting out of the shower, these two together. And the one over there, the blonde who looks real like a sweetheart, kept dropping the soap. Here's Tampa. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Okay.
I live over here now. I used to live down South Hollywood. I'm wondering if you could recommend a good Jewish bakery for some regula. I can't find any good regula up here.
Any good what?
It's that Jewish pastry with the
what do you mean Jewish pastry? Obviously, you know nothing about Jewish pastry.
I know.
My guy is your friend.
I know.
You mean rugelach?
Yes.
Say it.
Rugala.
Rugelach.
Rugala.
How about
yes.
What's his name's deli?
What's his name?
Schwartz's Deli. They're on Dale Mabry where we did the appearance that time. They've got great stuff. Oh, the best rugelach.
Well, thank
it's right
you
on Dale
very
Mabry
much,
there.
Neil.
Just say hi to our friend Mike Schwartz.
Mike. Thank you,
That's
Neil.
his name. It may be funny to you. That's his name.
What is his name?
Michael Schwartz. Schwartz.
Michael Schwartz.
See ya. Oh, man, so many goyim on the West Coast. We have an open line on the green line. No, seriously, I mean, it's just infested with goyim over there. 1-800-944-9463. Here's Pompano. Hello? Pompano. They're sitting there and they're listening to their thing. That's impossible. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
What's going on?
Hi, how you doing? Well, I'm busy. I was
almost lost you. Almost lost you.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You know who this is? Of course you don't. This is, I remember I'm a swap shop person. I call you sometimes, and then you think about it. And then
the swap shop person?
Yeah.
As in swap what?
Swap this. I'm not there today. I'm at the festival today. Thank God I'm out of that hole.
Okay, good
All right,
for you.
So, yeah, for a day at least.
Boy, after about a half hour, the smell of that elephant shot just gets to you. Between the sawdust and the gigantic mounds of elephant dropping, that place is just poison.
It's hurting. It's the worst. Oh, wait, let me just say hi to my dad because he got very impatient and he left. And I told him to stay and say something to you, but he got like nuts, so he left.
Well, the hell
Hi,
with
Dad.
him. What's he got, a full, rich, busy life that he can't...
Yeah, he's very busy. I think he's going to the beach.
Oh, great.
So, anyways, I was going to come out last night and see you.
And?
At the Pizza
We
Lounge.
had an okay turnout. It wasn't spectacular. It was all right. Jeff was hoping to have him lined up all the way to Alapata, but it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about those tickets, and then you had the Snapple, right?
That's right. We had a 2-for-1 Snapple. We had my Dolphin tickets and great food. A good time was had by all.
Yeah, I was going to, but you know what? We went out to the
And
Marlin
a lot of
game.
ugly waiters, by the way, up there.
Really? We went out to the Marlin game.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. I am exhausted.
15 innings, and we do it again, man. It's just getting to be like a habit now.
Sparkling.
That Bob Natal, whatever his Neo-Natal is a hell of a guy.
And when they put him in there, everybody was going, oh, my God, forget about it. We're never going to win.
Yeah. He's not so bad.
Yeah, he was good, but he was better than Benito. It
Yeah.
was very disappointing.
Uh-huh.
But the game was good. It was sparkling. The weather was perfect. The pitching was absolutely just fantastic.
Yeah, but haven't you been reading? Benito's happy with his performance. He thinks he's God. So
Yeah,
as long
I did.
as
I
he's
read
happy,
that yesterday. I don't
and
know
he's got
about
that neat earring, we should all be happy.
No, ever since they traded Mags, it's been like, I mean, they've been playing great the last 4 out of 5.
They disturbed the chemistry of the ball club, and it just isn't going to be the same. It's one of those intangible, you can't put your finger on it.
But it's like the flow, and it's like a psychological
In fact, that's
thing,
what Mark
too,
Grace told the Melrose Place lady. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something amiss.
That's it, and Ortestes, he let us down again.
Yeah.
But we won. It was a great game.
What was he, like 1 for 7 last
Yeah,
night? Something like
yeah,
that?
he
Boy,
really, and he had a lot of opportunities to, be a hero, and he just didn't come through.
Yeah.
But,
Mr.
and
Klutz.
also, I got to tell you, that story you told yesterday morning with Fat Rich with the ribbon.
That's a true
I
story.
was peeing in my pants.
Yeah.
Literally out
I was
loud.
just about peeing in my pants, too, as the car was
could
rolling
imagine.
forward there. And here's this big 700-pound Hulk huffing and puffing, trying to keep up with the car and falling down, and his glasses are flying, and he's like, man, a second away from a stroke.
I was hysterical. People were looking at me. I was listening to this, and they were looking at me, and I was laughing out loud, and I was
God,
like,
if only somebody would have had a camcorder, man. If we had that on video, I could retire right now. We could make billions for that.
It was a riot. It really was. I was
Yeah.
trying to tell my husband a story, but I didn't do it justice. I mean, he had to hear you, hear you do. Oh, by the way, hi, babe. I know he's listening.
Okay.
All right, listen, you take care.
Have a great one.
Hang in. Yeah, I'm going to try and get through this day. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Open line in Broward, 5249463. I gave Ron and Ron one final shot again today. I'm going to tell you what I figured out what the thing is. The one guy, is it Ron Diaz, who sounds like Howard? He's got a voice very much... You talk about trying to rip off Howard. His voice sounds very similar, and if you listen to his phrasing, he's obviously been listening to hundreds of hours of Howard Stern tapes, and so the sound is the same, but there's no material. That's the difference. No material. And they're like desperately trying to be like the blue humor. Well, if you put your unit on a fax machine and send out faxes of your unit, and does that make you gay? But none of it is funny. I mean, call after call. I'll say this. They're getting calls like from actual living and breathing people, but there's no material. I mean, anywhere. None. Zero. Zippity-doo-dah. But they're better than Don and Mike. Oh, God. Don and Mike, who are doing this freak show I heard last night, and they can't get any freaks. It's like they have all these different bits, but none of them ever happened. And they did their phone booth challenge, and they were ringing phones I thought they were on in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Jacksonville, North Carolina. And I'm embarrassed to be on in Fort Myers. Jacksonville, North Carolina, population 7. And they're ringing these payphones over and over, and this goes on. And finally they get some guy who obviously drove over because they tell you where the phone booth is. And he drove over there. Hey, Don and Mike. All right, we did it. Yeah, they're doing it. 1038 on the IOD network. If you're doing it, if you're losing your hair like in big clumps, if you got an embarrassing bald spot, Charles, I almost said Chuck again. God, give up Chuck. Charles Alfieri has come to South Florida to help you out.
WIOD. Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy, and they don't come any worse than Neil Rogers.
Hi, I'm the lead tuba player in my marching band. I can't afford to let diarrhea rain on my parade. That's why I wear the patch.
Yes, when you're under a lot of pressure, forget foul-tasting liquids or tablets. You need diarrhea relief that shuts off your worries fast. You need the new Diarrhea Patch. It combines advanced medical technology with a big dab of crazy glue.
Since I started wearing the diarrhea patch, I feel so confident, nothing can stop me now. Oh, no.
And look for the new extra adhesive patch in the plumbing section of your drugstore.
1043 at WIOD. I was looking for the cart, the world's new biggest asshole. I can't find the cart because I definitely wanted to dedicate it to Sam Itis or maybe Rick Alperin. I'm not sure which one really deserves it because after Rick Alpo... See, let me just give you a little background without being too specific because I obviously can't do it now. But just before I went on vacation, somebody called and was talking about how it's my responsibility if I endorse products, so I ought to check them out. And this guy was very unhappy and obviously gotten ripped off. And then we had some other calls, and we didn't mention who it was on the air, but it's, we checked it out, and there were some problems there, and we obviously are not going to be endorsing those people anymore. And we're helping those people try to get their money back and getting involved in it. Because it's something called credibility, which most of our salespeople don't understand, and especially Sam Itis. So Sam Itis had the balls, who I don't ever want to see. I don't want to see that man. I don't want him in here when I'm in this studio or in the building. It's like in The Godfather, was it in 2 or 1? In 2, when Michael says, I don't want to be there when Fredo, I want a day's notice when he's going to be there visiting our mother because I don't want to be in the house. Same thing. I don't want to be in a building when Sam Itis is here. And he was in here pitching some can't say what it was. And I said, forget it. These people are like the worst. They're like a sham. They're a disgrace. I won't do it. Rick Riley comes to me the other day, says, what do you know about Yatatai? I said, oh, forget it. Don't touch him with a 10-foot pole. And Rick Alperin, our sales, I thought to his credit, had checked into this thing and finds out, yes, you're right, Neil. It's the same shysters from, and so fine. Sam Itis comes in here this morning and says to me, well, what do you know about yada yada? I says, forget it. And I gave him chapter and verse what the problem is. These people should not be allowed to promote their, peddle their crap. And then he says, well, they're now running a schedule. Now, here's the sales manager after he knows that these are rip-off artists. Here's the sales exec hole, Sam Itis, and they don't care. They still go ahead and put them on the air. That's the thing that I can't. It's unconscionable. Are we that desperate for a few bucks? And I'm talking about just a few bucks it's going to be. Are we that desperate? And is that like super servicing our audience to do that? I think not. Sam Itis and Rick Alpo. Shame on you. Shame on you. Grave robbers. Here's a lady in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How you doing?
Great.
I just wanted to call you. I'm from Atlanta, and I'm down here on business for like 6 weeks, and I've been listening to your show. And
you don't listen to WSB, do you?
Absolutely not.
Is that a boring...
Both the stations there are neo-Nazi. They're horrible.
That WSB is so boring, man. It could put you into a coma.
It's really, really boring. You're right. You're right.
They're so low-key, you think that they were broadcasting to Aintree.
I know, and then the other station, their competitor, is like neo-Nazi big time.
All right-wingers?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're horrible. But I just wanted to call and tell you that I'm like categorized a lipstick lesbian, and I can't believe that you're gay and on the radio down here, because in Atlanta you'd be like run out of town on your
show. Yeah.
They're like so pitiful there. It's disgusting.
Believe me, they got plenty of closet people up there.
Absolutely, and they're everywhere, but they just would never get on
even
radio.
Elton John moved into Buckhead, and they said, hey, you got a lot of money? We don't care. Bring it in here.
I mean, they let him come in, but I did a show on the competitive station to your Cox
Well,
sisters.
what is that, RNG?
No, that's GST.
Oh, GST, right.
Yeah, and they did a show where I got on there for 3 hours.
Now, that's not that Ludlow on the porch, is it?
No. He's not even anywhere. He's not local anymore. He's national, if you can believe that.
Because they brought that Neil Boritz back, the B standing for boring on
that's
SB.
Exactly right. They took him from GST.
Terminal.
It's terrible, but they had me on for 3 hours just so they could ask me questions about being gay. That's how much these people know.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, these people are just clueless.
Like I said, they spent too much time up there in the woods with Ned Beatty and Aintree, I think. That was their problem.
Up in North Georgia mountains.
Yeah.
That's about it.
They're doing it. Well, have a great time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hey, Liz Bean from Atlanta. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? Maybe Randy would like to have her on the show. We have an open line. It's on the blue line, 524-9463 in Broward. It's 1048 on the IOD network.